This is the SaberCat Sports Broadcasting on PSD Athletics. Tonight we have the number 15 ranked Fossil Ridge SaberCats versus the number 18 ranked Mullen Mustangs. It's a chilly night for football. Fossil Ridge relies heavily on their deep threat Marcus Moser, something we'll have to keep an eye on with the cold throwing the ball. On the Mullen side, Dante Dupac is an all-star rusher with well over 1,000 yards on the season. Last time these two met, it was in the same situation, first round of the 2022 state championship playoffs. Fossil came out victorious 2 years ago, and it's seeming to be an eerily similar matchup this week.
Still mute.
What are your projections for the night, Ethan? Who do you think is going to win?
Oh, it's good.
Change in my pocket, now we hit the club and it rain. Remember them days, being the hood superstar, now the whole city saying my name.
Glad to bring you that hype video courtesy of Sam Goodrum,
I know that kid.
member of our sports broadcasting class, puts a lot of time into these videos for y'all.
Yeah, he does. He's really good at it, too. What are we looking at tonight, Ethan? Who do you think is going to win this matchup?
I think this one is quite a coin flip, quite honestly. We got two teams. One's better on the ground, one's better in the air. Obviously, you're looking at the ground. Mullen's got about 200, 150 yards more than Fossil Ridge. A little bit more yards per game. Equal touchdowns. We got Jake Toshkoff on the left for Fossil Ridge and Dante Dupac on the right for Mullen, highlighting those two star players for each team. I think those two are going to be going head-to-head tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I was watching him warm up, and I saw Colton Pollock was suited up.
I did see that as well. He's been out for a few games. He was wearing a knee brace for a while, but really good to see him back out. Him and Jake Toshkoff going back-to-back is a really tough matchup to stop.
Yeah, that'll be something to watch, too. Jake Toshkoff can sort of focus on being a linebacker a little bit more, as well as a star rusher.
Yeah, junior Will Huff was getting a lot of touches because they were trying to keep Toshkoff a little bit more fresh because he is a demon on the defensive side. He cracks the sack statistic. He's got 2 this season, 5 quarterback hurries. So he is just as important on the defensive side of the ball as he is on the offensive side.
Yeah, definitely. Mullen started the season off kind of rough. They were 0-5. Scraped out 2 wins against Vista Peak and Legacy after losing to Regis, Valor, Rawson Valley, Castleview. They had a tough schedule to start the season, but it's gotten a little easier for them, and they've gotten better for sure.
100%. They really stepped up the game once they got into league play. Obviously, starting there 0-5, getting back into league play 4-1. So
right,
definitely better looking. But one thing you notice as you look at their record, not a win against a team better than a record with 4-6. So Fossil Ridge, obviously 6-4 going into this matchup, seeing what Mullen can do against an above 500 team.
Yeah, they're going to have to put their skates on for this one. Quite literally, because it's so cold out.
The world-renowned Fossil Ridge cheer team and vocal team is here to sing our national anthem. Please rise and remove your headgear for this performance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket
a unique rendition
That was a new one.
of our nation's national anthem.
I believe that was the cheer team singing that.
That was. They are strolling down from the press box right now.
Not a lot of students, not a lot of fans out here right now because it's so cold. It is a brisk 39 degrees and raining, so I don't actually think it's raining, it's just wet.
It's the theme tonight is ski clothing.
I think it would have been ski clothing no matter what.
Yeah, I don't think we really had a choice there.
It's an accurate theme.
Set to kick off, number 81, Owen Denning.
For the first time in 2 years, playoff game at Timnath Field, hosted by Fossil Ridge, is underway. Ball's in the air. Going to be caught at the 10 and taken out. That's Harley Schmidt, number 6.
11 by Schmidt.
Just past the 30 to the 31.
Schmidt's return is out to the 32-yard line, where Fossil Ridge will open the game with a first down.
Like I said earlier, their deep threat wide receiver Marcus, it is so cold out that, you can't throw the ball quite as far. Well, what do you think we're going to see out of that? Marcus is always going to ball out, but
There was, I think 3 weeks ago, we said the same thing in the first play of the game was a deep throw to Marcus, so obviously we're not going to see the same as they're going to give it to Toshkoff up the middle, but I think they're going to get him involved either way. I think they're going to get all their receivers involved either way. I've got Marcus going to San Diego State. We've also got Owen Wynn just committed to Drake. 2 big Division I schools right there, so obviously want to get them involved. And the other 2, Harley Schmidt and Luke Garvin, I would argue are just as good.
I would say so as well. Keep doing what works, and what works for them right now is passing the ball. Nick Kubat drops back. Caught by Marcus.
Easy completion over the middle there. Marcus finding the nice gap in the zone there. Picks up the first down. They're past the 45 now, just a pair of plays. And this veteran offense hoping to show their experience here, dipping into the playoff run. Toshkoff in the backfield.
Designed QB run there?
Yes, Kubat's going to get back to the line.
Gain of about 1, I think.
He's a pretty lethal rusher on the ground, is Nick. He has the most carries for the team, 54. It's 27% of their runs are through Nick. He's got 360 yards. He's averaging 36 a game. He's got 4 touchdowns this season. At least 3 of those coming in one game against Fort Collins. A real breakout game for him, but expect to see him on the ground a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. He is a really good dual threat quarterback.
This one's going to be aired out
for Luke Garvin, broken up.
Tried to go up in the air, was broken up by that secondary. Great play there. Luke Garvin looked like he had head and shoulders above both of the defenders there.
That was broken up by Kevin Lewis, the junior.
Luke Garvin and Harley Schmidt kind of getting, not undercovered, but Luke Garvin's got 7 touchdowns on the season, second only to Marcus, so they get plenty. And there's Marcus on the sideline.
Just to pick up the first down there, they got it.
And they will move the chains. Nope, they will not. It looks like second down, and
It'll That'll be
a lace.
That'll be 4th down.
Looks to be just short of the first down.
Minor mistake there from wide receiver. Got to make sure you're getting out to that first down line before you cut back outside, but no problem.
Yeah.
No man's land here. Probably going to go for it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he thought he had it. You know, he just walked out of bounds.
We'll call it 4th and inches.
All right, 4th and inches from the 45.
Expect to see something with Toshkoff here up the middle.
That's what it is.
He's hit behind the line, but pushes through. Officials running out. That should be enough for the first down. Keep the drive alive for the SaberCats.
Somehow manages to stay on his feet.
Got hit probably 2 yards behind the line.
That was a good play to shed that tackle, move left. You saw a little opening.
Defense knew what was going to happen. Offense might have known the defense knew what was going to happen. Still managed to get the first, and we'll see.
Yeah, a little 4th and 1, usually going to be a run.
New set of downs. Kubat outside through the hands of Luke Garvin.
It's to Garvin again, yeah. 2 targets, no catches.
Pass intended for Garvin is incomplete.
Decent opportunity so far, but good defense on both attempts there. But trust me, you will see much more of him.
Oh, yeah.
As we progress.
Second and 10 from the Mullen 44.
Kubat's going to roll out a little bit, launches one high to Marcus.
That's going to be pass interference. You can see they kind of tripped him up down there. We'll wait for that call, but
by a couple of D-backs.
Tackling him before he has the ball is usually
Pass interference.
a no-go.
Defense, number 5. 15 yards from the previous spot. First down.
I mean, at a point like that, if he's way out in front, I mean, that's going to be a touchdown if he catches that. So
that's true. Sometimes it's worth the 15 yards.
It's hard to cover Marcus when he's running those deep routes. He's so fast.
He is very fast.
Second place in the 5A state championship 100 meters last year. And I believe 9th in the 200 as well.
He's going to be lined up right side of the line. They're going to put Harley in motion. A little touch pass to Harley as he cuts it up. A little bit of trouble tackling him. He's going to get about 7 or 8 there on the first down.
Hardy Schmidt takes the inside.
Nice little play there. You see
Nico Bennett.
You get another look at that deep ball.
Stop after a gain of
Just a little handsy.
a lot of flags on the field down there.
No doubt about that call. And
Second and 3 from the 22.
Nobody in the backfield with Nick.
Got Eli Swanson lined up on the right as well. 5 wide receivers.
Quick pass, that's Owen Wynn, cuts up the field. He'll have a first down. That's into the red zone for the SaberCats on their first drive of the game.
This has been a really military drive, just moving forward, left, right, left, right. They haven't done anything crazy, but they're doing what they need to do.
I'd say they've tried a couple things. They had the deep shot to Luke, deep shot to Marcus, so they're not afraid to try it. Especially on maybe a first down play like this.
You have 4 wide receivers.
Plus
Toshkoff.
Jake.
Yeah, Toshkoff in the backfield. He's also a weapon that can come up front and catch passes as well.
Yeah, the receiving running back, really popular all across football recent years. Makes a nice block there, and
It's caught by Owen Wind again.
he's going to slide down head first inside the 10 down to the 5.
Eventually brought down by Loya right at the 5-yard line. And another Fossil Ridge first down.
SaberCats pumping out first downs like it's nothing. And now first and goal from the 5. Kubat gets the play from the sideline. Toshkoff rolls to his right. Looks left the whole time, up in the air. Slight miscommunication between the left side receivers, and
second goal.
That one flew out of bounds.
I feel like you don't see that very often from this quarterback-receiver grouping. I feel like, you know, they do the little things right, which in turn makes you do the big things right.
And different look now in the backfield. We got Mason Griffin, number 12, Marcus Moser, and Jake Toshkoff now. Mason taking the direct snap as Jake just gets back to the line. Flag is down.
Toshkoff is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And we'll await a call from the referee.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense. Half the distance, second down.
Also catch a little break there.
2.5 yards there, halfway towards the goal. And they're going to go in the same formation here.
Inside the 3.
This is a very interesting formation. They can do a lot of things here, so we'll see what they do. Last time they gave it to Jake. This time they give it to Marcus, who runs outside. Cuts back inside, uses size to cross the goal line. 6 for Fossil Ridge.
Marcus Moser into the end zone.
Great play there. I mean, talking about some just all-around, like, I mean, I said it, I think 2 weeks ago. I mean, I called Marcus like the Debo Samuel of this team. Like, he just do it all. I mean, he just ran it there. Like, San Diego State is going to be loving that.
Braden Higgins now on for the extra point, which is up and good. 7-0 for your SaberCats.
Take a look at this play
Up and
again.
good by Braden Higgins. 7 minutes.
Yeah, if I'm number 6 right there, I'm not too excited about seeing Marcus Moser
No.
running right at me. Not much you can do in that situation. Great call from the sideline to give it to him. Switch up the look there in the red zone. And we'll get to see what the Mullen offense is all about.
Mullen's head coach is Jeremy Bennett. Mullen comes in to this contest at 4-6. Fossil Ridge led by Chris Tedford. Their record 6-4.
Braden Higgins to boot it away. Deep punt, fielded around the 8.
Quickly wrapped up. Punt coverage all over it. Bodie Furrow
With a rather rude welcome.
little sneak peek of what this Fossil Ridge defense is all about. They're tough, hard-hitting, and they're big on the D-line, so maybe something you're concerned about when you run the ball as well as Mullen does.
Yeah, definitely. Fossil Ridge's run defense, one of the best in Colorado. They don't let up very many rushing yards.
Here's Mullen quarterback Koa Dietrich. Gonna have to throw this one away. He was scrambling the whole time.
Pass by Dietrich.
Tegan Slattery getting a lot closer to that ball than I'm sure Dietrich was comfortable with there.
Nice pressure put on by the.
Yeah, if you're gonna throw it away, you gotta make sure you throw it out of bounds. Sometimes I feel like Koa's a little bit looser with the arm than maybe Nick is. He's got 14 passing touchdowns, but also 12 interceptions. They'll run it.
Handoff up the middle.
Dante Dupac.
Nothing.
Already talked a little bit about Dante. 1,090 yards on 180 carries.
Noah back in on that tackle.
Obviously, Fossil Ridge leading rusher, 54 carries.
10
So
yards to go.
Dante getting big time touches. He's got 500-yard plus games, which half the games throughout the season you're rushing for 100 plus. Very impressive.
Yeah,
we'll see if he can extend that into the playoffs.
He's played very well. Cole rolling out right. Pass broken up, nearly intercepted.
That
was Isaac Gilliland
on the coverage. Nearly intercepts the pass. Incomplete brings up 4th down. 10 yards to go.
Take another look at this one. Defense locked it down there in the secondary,
Yeah,
and we're going to get to see this Mullen punt unit for the first time.
Yeah, quick 3 and out after the Fossil touchdown.
Harley Schmidt and Owen Wind back at the Fossil Ridge 35, ready to take this one.
Pretty nice boot.
Fair catch called for and caught well.
Fair caught by Schmidt.
Just past the 35.
Right at the 40-yard line where Fossil Ridge.
Ball has to feel like a rock on your foot right now. Either way,
definitely.
Pretty decent punt all the way back from what was about their own 20, I think.
Temperature's dropping. It's down to 38.
Yikes.
And it's wet. Stands look slippery down there.
Would have been a lot colder last night, though. Glad they did not have the game then.
Last night was
mostly
chilly.
For the players, yeah. Snow and rain the whole night. Thankfully today we had temperatures up in the 40s, able to kind of melt it away.
Yeah, and it was sunny too, which is important. Nick finding an opening.
Wants it deep. He's going to have to tuck it himself. Chased out of bounds just past the 45.
Chased out of bounds by number 4, Esteban Loya. Gain of 6 yards.
There it is again. I mean, you think Nick's going to get tackled here? They break through that line, and he finds an opening and gets himself out for a gain of 6.
Kubal looks towards the sidelines again. 4 wide receivers plus Will Huff now this time. Once another deep one. He's going to get away and slides. Almost took a hit, but avoided it. Ref again walking right along the line to gain. We'll see what they motion. They motion first down. And we'll get a fresh set for the Sabercats.
Another Nick run.
First down. Fossil Ridge Wrestling Team is the host of the concession stand this evening. Enjoy our new and improved menu featuring lower prices on all items.
Will Huff Jr. on the carry. Nice first hit. Is going to knock him down just at the line to gain, maybe a little bit behind.
It was Esteban Loya on the tackle.
Stripes are going to mark him right at the line to gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10 right from midfield. Closer to the right hash.
Marcus and Luke on the right. Harley and Owen on the left.
Left of the first quarter.
Will Huff in the backfield. Caught by Harley Schmidt.
And 3rd and Schmedium coming up for the Sabercats. Obviously, if you don't get it here, probably go for it in this situation. You can trust your defense now. They really had it. Really had Koa and his boys locked down on the last possession.
Didn't let up a single yard on that drive.
You're going to keep Will Huff out. Jake obviously played the last 4 downs on defense, so Nick looking deep. That's going to be Luke Garvin just outside his reach. Maybe caught looking at the ball just a little too long.
Intended for Luke Garvin.
Good route, good throw. Just couldn't quite connect that time. Luke still waiting to get his first reception of the game.
4th and 3.
Yeah, I mean, he's running good routes. I mean, he's just not getting, he's not hauling that ball in. I mean, it's good coverage.
Obviously, the deep look on third down would imply that they're going for it, which they are. Will Huff still in the game in the backfield. Junior with a bright future on this offense for next year.
Yeah, definitely.
Kubat looks right the whole time, zips it to Marcus. Mullen had it clamped down in the secondary.
Broken up by Sonny Donati.
Mullen will take over on downs on their own 43-yard line.
Pretty good starting field position here for Mullen. See if they can work that offense a little bit.
Wanted to jump that slant a little bit more, and I think if Marcus wasn't 6'3", 200 pounds, I think he might have gotten past him, got the interception. So maybe lucky that one fell incomplete. So Koa Dietrich starting with better field position this time. Just past the 40, quick throw to the outside, it's completed. Two Sabercats wrap him up just short of midfield. 2nd down and 5.
That was Nick Marco.
2nd and 4 now.
That is Nick Marcoux on the catch.
I think it might be pronounced Marcoux. I apologize.
Here's 6, 2nd and 4.
Second and 4, just inside their own territory.
Motion through the backfield and the draw. That's going to get him past midfield. That's going to be a 1st down.
Up the middle to Dupac.
Dupac getting another carry.
Jake Toshkoff makes the stop.
Well, this drive's looking quite a bit better than our last one.
Of about 6
I have to
yards.
agree.
Into Sabercat territory at the 45, and a Mustang 1st down.
Got a big heater down there that one of the players is standing on the Fossil side. That thing looks toasty warm. A little bit jealous. It's quite warm in here, though.
It is.
Koa back.
Little jump pass. That one's caught off the ground.
Pass is incomplete.
Better it wasn't caught, though. It would have been a loss of yardage, so now it's just going to be 2nd and 10.
That pass intended for Dupac. 2nd and 10.
Got Tegan Slattery covering Nick Marcoux there on the left.
You're going to run it with Dupac. Maybe back to the line. Referee thinks so. 3rd and 10. And we'll see what they can draw up from this spot.
No gain.
Obviously, a 1st down's nice, but a punt's not too bad. Opportunity to pin Fossil Ridge deep in their own territory up against the goal line.
Yeah, I mean, the way the Fossil offense is played, or at least that first drive, I don't want them anywhere on the field. I want to keep my offense out there.
Stacked receivers on the right side and 2 on the left. They motion one inside. He's going to run the pass to the outside, wrapped up immediately by Jake Toshkoff.
Toshkoff on the hit.
Hitting with some passion out there close to the east sideline. And that'll be about 4th and 8 now. Take another look at that one.
4th down.
Yeah, Jake was not letting him go anywhere.
So the punting unit will come on. Number 13, Mason Bonner, ready to get this one away. Back towards Harley Schmidt, no wind once again. It's in the air, looking good and fair caught inside the 10.
Good work on special teams there.
7, let's make it the 8-yard line.
And we will get to see what Nick Kubat and his boys can do on their 3rd possession of the game. Touchdown, 1st possession, turnover on downs, 2nd.
Just over a minute left in the 1st quarter.
Looks like Will Huff again will be their leading running back out there. Jake Toshkoff focusing on defense. And he's played lockdown defense, so I think that's the right play.
Quick throw to the sideline, tiptoes closer to the first down marker is Moser.
Gain of 7.
2nd and 3 now with the timer set right at a minute left in the first quarter here from Timnath Field in your 5A state playoffs. Kubat going to keep it himself.
I don't believe he got back.
Dangerous slide there through the middle.
Kubat slides.
And
they are going to move the chains.
The referees want to keep it moving. First down and 10 for the SaberCats now. Same look in the backfield. I have to believe we'll see Will Huff for the remainder of this game on the offensive side of the ball. Looks right the whole time, zips one. There's Luke Garvin. He gets his first catch of the game just past the 30. That'll be enough for a Fossil Ridge first down.
Way to start your game there with a first down catch.
Out to the 31-yard line and another Fossil Ridge first down.
Maybe time for one more play here as we get under. Nice little comeback for LG 14. And our clock ticks. No intention to snap for the Cats, and we'll move into the second quarter.
Score at the end of 1, Fossil Ridge 7, Mullen 0.
Your car deserves a better routine, so keep it clean with unlimited wash packages at Breeze Through Car Wash. And don't just clean the outside, keep the inside of your car clean with free vacuums at Breeze Through. Just choose a location in northern Colorado or in southern Wyoming and feel great about your day. At Breeze Through Car Wash, easy, quick, and fun.
This just in, the party is in that general vicinity over there. Start the second quarter, 1st and 10.
Good call out by Mr. Menifee. Nick rolling out right. He'll get about 6 on the gain on the carry. There's a flag thrown.
Late flag on the play.
Back behind the line of scrimmage.
Eli Swanson checking in.
For a gain of about 5 yards.
And Will Huff will come out. Just looking at maybe a 5 wide receiver set here. Flag depending.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds. Defense. 15 yards to be added in the run.
So extracurriculars after the play targeted towards Kubat there.
For 5. Some extras over there on the sideline.
5 yards turns into 20.
That's another big penalty.
First down.
Refs catching that little shove in the back there, right on the numbers. And
32 penalty yards for Mullen so far on 3 penalties.
Kubat all by himself. Mullen defense organizing.
5 wide receiver set.
Looks left and launches just outside the reach of Owen Wind. Running the seam up the middle. Good look, but just another overthrow from Nick.
Got that nice green tape on. I kind of like that.
That pass is intended for Wind. Owen Wind, that is. and is just out of his reach.
So they'll bring in Barrett Green, tight end, and Will Huff once again on offense.
Owen Wynn checked out.
Barrett Green, number 85 there. I would say more of a blocking tight end. Also big time on defense. 5.5 sacks this year. And Laundry thrown for the snap, and they're going to give false start to Fossil.
Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, second down.
That'll be Fossil Ridge's first penalty of the game.
Nate Cheskin guilty there, and that'll take it back to 2nd and 15. Same setup on offense, this time 3 wide receivers to the left.
Will Huff in the backfield with Nick. He'll give it to Will, and he will go nowhere.
He's going to lose yards, I believe, on that play. 3rd and a country mile now for the SaberCats, just trying to get back to the Mullen side of the field.
At the line of scrimmage by most of the Mullen defense.
Well, they caught a break with that late hit out of bounds, giving some extra yards. And they kind of lost momentum after overthrowing to Owen and the false start penalty on Nate. See if they can get it back here. 3rd and 17 from their own 45.
And this is Kubat, right up the middle, takes a shot.
Oh, a huge hit.
Right on the 40-yard line.
He's good, though. He eats tackles.
He hops up quickly. We're going to take another look at this design quarterback run.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
Good night.
He's number 3, Nick Accardi, tackling Nick Kubat.
Hard to even call that a tackle. That was
a big hit. Garvin, Harley, and Owen on the left. Marcus on the right. Quick throw to Marcus. Caught.
Should be a first down. The 4th down conversion should be true. And the Orange Poles will march also closer to the Mullen end zone.
Same setup. Will Huff in the backfield.
Mullen going to bring 5, and they ditch it out to Owen. Wind on the outside, breaks a couple of tackles, and with a little help gains maybe a yard or 2.
Receiver screen to Win.
A few more yards
He was
than
able to
maybe expected after the first hit there.
get positive yardage.
Yeah, good way to get some more yards after the tackle.
Bennett,
Or excuse me, after the hit.
Definitely one thing I've noticed this team does very well. Take the hit and they keep plugging.
Yeah, it's hard to get yards after the tackle.
Pressure from Bonner off the right. Nick decides to keep it instead of throws it away. I think he gets maybe a short gain as he's a little shaken up on the sideline. Not that big of a hit, he just kind of got landed on. He's going to be okay.
He's taken a few decent hits in this game.
And trouble staying on his feet. And injury timeout
few yards. Penalty flag on the play.
called as Mullen coach assists him.
While we wait on that, I've been noticing, you know, with sort of the defense, I like defensive plays and like sort of what we do. Like you can see there, as Nick rolls right, flag came in early there. Take a look at that again. Yeah, he got landed on. What I was talking about with defense, I feel like they noticed that.
Offense, number 75, 10-yard penalty.
Offensive holding for Nate again. 15 yards of penalties.
Insult to injury.
What I was talking about on defense is they force their receivers to the edge. As you saw on that last play, I know they didn't throw it to Marcus, but Sonny Donati tried to force him inside. He lined up close to him and tried to push him outside because Marcus thrives when he gets that cut inside, and he can just run past defenders. But if you force him outside, he can't really make that catch, and it forces Nick to throw it in a tighter window.
So with Nick a little bit shaken up, we're going to go back to that kind of wildcat direct snap to Mason Griffin in the backfield. Kubat looks like he's going to be okay. Charlie Frericks, number 17, is warming up on the sideline just in case.
Nick's checking back in, it looks like.
Hobbling a little lightly off the knee, but he's going to be okay, at least for the foreseeable future. And Jake Toshkoff comes back in the backfield.
3rd and 17.
4 wide receivers plus Jake. And
tried to check it down to Jake, but
quick little running back screen just at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. 3rd and a very long ways. 4th down and a very long ways now. And offense won't stay on the field for this one.
We're going to bring the boot.
Really
high snap.
Amer Kyle not going to have much of a chance at returning in that one.
Big mistake on special teams.
Slid down on it just inside the 25, and Mullen, with 8.5 minutes left in this half, will be way closer to their goal line than they expected for sure.
Errant snap is recovered.
Yeah,
at the
that's
25-yard line where Mullen will take over.
That's a big issue. Nothing really else to say about that. Got Owen Wynn checked in on defense. Harley Schmidt as well.
Koa Dietrich with his best starting field position here as they're going to hand it off to Dupac.
Going nowhere.
Wrapped up quickly. Melvin Foley in the middle of everything per usual.
Dupac on the carry.
Very big sophomore on that D-line. One of the, probably the leaders in the run defense. He's a brick wall, number 52.
Down, 12 yards.
Big boy. Yeah, to be 6'4", 260 as a sophomore is.
Dietrich looking into the end zone. Just overthrows his wide receiver on the go.
Deep pass.
Looking for something on the 2nd and long, which leads to 3rd and long now. Maybe just trying to get some yards here. Looking for a field goal, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think Koa's looking end zone here. Not necessarily on this play, but on this drive.
They want to throw it again. Koa rips one and just out of the reach of Tegan Slattery. Flag down by the 5-yard line, and we'll see what the refs have to say about that. They're going to come together and talk about it.
Yeah, just another little bit of a wild throw there. Maybe a little miscommunication. I think he thought his receiver was going to cut back inside. Tegan was all over that ball.
And Fossil Ridge defense starts walking back, maybe thinking it's on them. Refs still haven't decided yet.
Pass interference. Defense. The penalties happen. Distance to goal. Goes down. It's going to be 1st down.
So 1st down for Mullen. Couldn't quite get a number on the guilty defender there for the pass interference, but they'll be halfway closer. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 14.
32-yard line to the 13.
4 wide receivers and Dante, who's going to get it and cuts back up inside the 10. Good positive first play there for the Mullen Mustangs.
Take a look at this again. I'm not sure. Oh, that'll be on number 4 probably.
Mullen fans will say, yes, it's an obvious pass interference, can't do that, but maybe the Fossil Ridge fans saying maybe he wasn't the intended receiver, but
that's what I was thinking too. You can't really tell who was trying to catch that ball.
Either way, I think Tegan Slattery had the best chance at that one. And Dante hit hard up the middle. He's going to get a couple, though.
Dante's had a slow-ish game. I don't know if you could say it's slow, but I mean, he hasn't had any crazy runs yet.
He's had plenty of them, though, so.
Yeah, getting a lot of carries.
If you're going to have 5 games of 100 yards rushing, you're going to have explosive runs. It's kind of the only way to do that, I would say. Hard to chip away and get 100, so.
Yeah, it is.
Koa looking in the air, jump ball, beautiful play.
Batted away by Harley Schmidt.
Textbook eyes on the ball, right when he needed to be, preventing the 6. We'll take another look at that one.
4th down, 5 yards to go.
Yeah, great coverage there.
He's good at catching them, and he's good at not catching them, I would say.
I would say that as well.
Mustang offense stays on the field.
So Mullen decides to forego the 3 points on the field goal attempt. And looking end zone off the slant.
Back, and that's Harley again.
Nice coverage, little high throw.
After the 18.5 yard
Take a look at this again.
penalty, Fossil Ridge is able
Good coverage, not a great throw.
to stop.
I don't know.
Not a super passionate effort from Bonner there to jump for that one, but
No.
At their own 8-yard line.
Fossil Ridge going to get it at the 8.
This passing for Mullen hasn't been what it needs to be to win this football
I've seen
game.
some fans walking around with hot chocolate, popcorn,
Hot chocolate sounds nice.
hot dogs, nachos, and Domino's pizza.
I take that back. It really doesn't.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't decide. 4 wide receivers set. Throw to Marcus, caught for the short gain.
That's Marcus Mosier. Pushed out by Donati after a gain of 6 yards.
Same thing again. 4 wide receivers. Marcus on the left. Will Huff in the backfield. It's caught on the right side, pushing for more yards.
Schmidt makes the catch.
That's Harley. He's a little slow to get up, but he's good.
Some nifty moves, eventually brought down by Kevin Lewis.
That was Kevin Lewis on the tackle.
Another Fossil Ridge first down.
Marching down the field per usual now are the SaberCats. 1st and 10, 6 minutes left in the half. Showing a little press coverage on Marcus down on the left side.
He's going to force him to the outside.
That's
Watch
a
this.
dangerous game to play. Marcus
Just kidding.
with the curl, and Nick hit hard once again. Design QB draw on first down is maybe going to get him a yard. Just taking a beating on these last 2 possessions for the SaberCats.
Injury timeout with 5 minutes.
So Mullen defender showing pain on the ground right now. We're going to take an injury timeout and check back with him in a little bit.
Yeah, you were talking about number 5, Sonny Donati. Press coverage on Marcus. He was trying to force him to the outside. I mean, Marcus was running a different route, but I feel like I mean, like you said, it's a dangerous game to play, but.
So the injured player, Mason Bonner, number 13, hobbles. Maybe he didn't hobble. He got off the field on his own power. They're going to need him, though. He's obviously been playing defense quite well. Big receiver for them as well. 24 receptions. That's 23% of their targets are going to him. 566 yards and 8 touchdowns. Nick has time and rolls out. Decides not to throw it and finds Harley over the middle. Tries to stay on his feet and can't. And falls past the first down marker out to the 40. And once again, a first down for the SaberCats.
Good play. Nick keeping his eyes up on that. Sees an open receiver, decides to throw it. He's ran it a lot tonight, and he's taken a couple big hits.
First down.
Something to keep an eye on.
Something we've seen in the last few games. Nick scrambling, and then the defenders kind of commit to him, afraid of his rushing ability, and then you have the easy floater. So this time looking deep.
Caught.
Luke Garvin is wide open.
He's going to go all the way. Oh, never mind. Down around the 1.
Nice adjustment there by Luke Garvin.
Took a hard hit on the knee. He's going to be coming out.
Brought down
For a minute. He's going to unstrap the helmet. He's going to be in quite a bit of pain down there on the goal line.
I want to see that again. I think he fell on his knee.
Really awkward tackle there. Bold throw from Nick, but put it right where he needed to.
Caught it, sheds the tackle. Let's see what happens to his knee here. Yeah, he falls, and weird fall there. He's walking off on his own power, though. He's good.
Head coach Chris Tedford out there checking in on his big-time wide receiver, especially in this part of the field.
You know, I say it all the time. Get some Gatorade.
coming out of the injury timeout. Fossil Ridge, 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Scoring position here for Fossil as we close in, 4.5 minutes left. 7-0, looking to make it a wider margin. Nick looking right, keeps it himself, and wrapped up, hit hard.
Kubat stops.
He's just short of the goal line.
That's number 88, Cash Austin.
Cash Austin on the tackle.
Noah Beck kind of helping him get up there after that play.
Inside
He's been taking some hard hits. It's probably maybe something that the Mullen team is talking about. Hit him hard, because at the quarterback position they're not very deep. You get Nick, who's very good, but then second in line would be Charlie Frericks, who is a sophomore.
Pass is caught.
Harley Schmidt.
Touchdown.
6 more for the SaberCats. Good hands from Harley there.
Tack him on.
Touchdown.
Take a look at this again.
Perfect little zig route.
That was good work on offense there. We talked about Garvin having some catches, or lack of catches thereof, at the start of the game. But with that big catch that he just got, that puts him as their leading receiver now on the team.
3:38 left in the first half. Fossil Ridge 14, Mullen 0.
Luke Garvin averaging 43 a game.
He's well over that tonight.
I would say got that on just that one play. And we'll see what we can get out of him more after the little hit he took to the knee. Still got his helmet off down there. Number 14 stretching it out a little bit, so.
Yeah, you can see he's walking pretty well down there, so.
Not maybe as big of a threat on the defensive side as some of the other wide receivers, but still a presence wherever.
Braden Higgins warming up to boot it away.
So the bold 4th down aggressive attack from Mullen turns into 7 for the SaberCats, and Mullen pushes this one, and that's looked like a face mask from the return man. Hard to call that on the carrier though, so.
It was Sonny Donati.
At number 5, Mascarenas.
Take another look at that. He got that inside his own 10, and slow, patient, smart running there.
Yeah, it does look like a face mask. Looks like he put his hands on Teagan's face.
Mullen starts the drive on their own.
Didn't call it though.
7-yard line.
I don't think it was too big a deal.
Dante Dupac on the RPO, and he's going to take it down himself close to the 1st down.
Isaac Gilliland
about halfway.
In on the stop. Gain of 6.
Certainly more students here for Fossil Ridge than I would have expected on a 35-degree night.
They're doing my favorite chant right now. I'm very attentive.
Koa Dietrich keeping it himself towards the sideline. The read had our lovely camera crew a little confused there. Somewhat got Fossil Ridge off their toes, and it'll be 3rd down and 4. 3.
3.5.
Fair enough.
Third down, 3 yards to go.
Dante's going to get this one. He has a nice hole. Jake Toshkoff makes sure he goes nowhere.
Toshkoff makes the stop.
So 4th and 2 now.
And we'll give him a yard. 4th and 2.
And Mason Bonner will hang out in the backfield. He'll be ready to punt this one away for the Mustangs as we reach the end of the 1st half.
See if Fossil Ridge can march it down into field goal range with a little over a minute and a half left. Clock is ticking. Decent boot there.
No reason to try and catch it, and it'll take pretty neutral bounce down right at the 25. So minute 17 left on the clock. Ball is on the 25. We'll see what Fossil Ridge wants to do.
Couple deep passes, couple good catches. Get yourself down there in field goal range. Just add on to that lead.
Luke Garvin back in the game. He's feeling nice, jogging like he didn't take that hit. So
got to think the cold weather is probably a factor on some of these little injuries as well.
100% might be the cause of them. Kubat looking for the long ball, and this is going to be overthrown again.
His first read there was Marcus, but he was pushed to the outside. Good coverage there by Donati again, number 5.
Only 5 seconds off the clock that time. Nick Kubat wants the deep ball so bad, but can't quite connect. He's overthrown every one so far, other than, I guess, that long pass to Marcus he did connect with. So we'll see what they look at here. Will Huff in the backfield. They're going to pass it to Swanson.
Wrapped up just past the 30 at the 31, I believe.
And Mustang is going to remain down for a minute. going to pop back up. Took a hit there.
That was Nico Bennett.
Marcus one-on-one. He might have had him, and that's through the hands of Owen Wind. Fossil Ridge fans below us.
They don't like that one. That was a little bit of a late
throw, maybe.
For Wind is incomplete.
Yeah, you don't see Owen drop many passes like that. That defender threw him down well after the ball hit the ground, so a little bit of passion. Of course, Coach Tedford doesn't remember the last time they met, but Jeremy Bennett does very well.
Nice high punt.
Fair catch called for just inside the 30.
Number 84, Dominic Brennan hammers it. Fair caught at the 29-yard line.
Special teams does well to put foot on football that time. Considering last time we had a punt look.
33 seconds.
Did not quite go as planned.
No. But they didn't let up any points.
It's true, the aggressive play calling from Jeremy Bennett cost him 3 points the last time. So 33 seconds left here in the first half. Mullen scoreless.
Cole can let that arm breathe a little bit.
Draw play to Dante. He's going to cut it up the outside. It's a nice run. He's going to get up close to the first down. We'll see what the officials rule it.
Gain of 11.
And it's going to be second and just a hair.
I think that'll be first down. It was gain of 11.
Timeout called by Mullen with 21 seconds left.
So Mullen with the timeout, it looks like they are going to try and move the chains a little bit. Maybe get a field goal in before the half.
Of the first down, spotted at the 39-yard line. Fans, the PSD Athletic Department would like to thank our corporate partners and their contributions to
Gatorade
PSD Athletics. A special thank you to Shields, Grey Rock Financial, Orthopedic and Spine Center, of the Rockies, Bank of Colorado, Backus and Shanker, Dutch Bros, Breeze Through Car Wash. Looks like we're back to a gain of 10. First down.
Looks like Melvin Foley's not checked in, anticipating a deep pass.
Anticipate correctly, almost the one-handed grab there from Mason Bonner, close to the first down marker.
Is incomplete.
But broken up well, thanks to the coverage on the outside.
Bonner.
Harley Schmidt again.
Once again, Harley Schmidt breaks it up.
The input on their number one wide receiver, a lot of pressure there, but he has done a phenomenal job tonight stopping that attack.
Sure has.
The members of the band that showed up out of the kindness of their heart.
Koa looking halfway towards the first down marker, and he's going to get a little bit more on the run. That's going to be a first down. Clock ticks under 10 seconds.
That's Brennan Weaver.
That's number
big tight end.
So another timeout called.
Brennan Weaver breaking tackles into Fossil Ridge territory at the 47-yard line and a first down.
9 seconds. They're not in field goal range. Enough time for a decent length pass, get out of bounds, or call a timeout and kick that field goal.
Anything to get some points on the board. They will get the ball to start the second half as they kicked it away and then let up the touchdown in the first half, as we all remember so well. So 3 points here could lead to a touchdown, avoids the sack and launches one.
It's caught and he gets out of bounds.
Wanted to cut it up the field, but
that was Nick Markua.
Got out of bounds very well there.
1 second left. You know he saw that clock too.
That's Dietrich Marcoux.
So Koa Dietrich
At the 30-yard line with
discussing
1
things with the
second.
coaches over by their sideline. Interesting play call coming up here.
You staying out there?
And
No
Mullen
way.
Mullen calls their last timeout.
uses their 3rd timeout of the half.
I mean,
Their last timeout at half.
you got to kick this field goal. I mean, I'm no coach, but I mean, the aggressive play call didn't pay off last time. This time you need it.
More PSD sponsors. Breeze through
And
Peterson's
Koa will stay on the field here.
Broadcom.
Well, you better get in the end zone.
A little bit outside of their kicker's legs, so
Triple Crown Sports.
Yeah, that would be true, I guess.
30 yards to go. That would be
Nuke,
about a 45-yarder,
Weedman Lawn Care, and
maybe longer. So
all right, 1st and 10.
That's a
1
big
second
kick, especially in the
left
cold against the wind.
Koa steps up in the pocket,
Looking deep, got to throw it.
does well to stay behind the line. Jake Toshkoff tracking him down. The Hail
broken
Mary
Pass
is knocked to the ground, and
That'll do it for
Mullen
the
wide
first
receiver
That'll do it.
slow to get up.
half.
That'll do it for the first half. 14-0 Fossil Ridge on top. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in the second half. right, y'all, welcome back. Hope you guys had a good halftime. It's not quite over yet.
We got some news from around the bracket. Taking a look, Grandview versus Denver East. Grandview's going to take that one 17-3 tonight. They're going to go against the number 1 ranked Cherry Creek.
Cherry Creek, I mean, they lost in the playoffs last year in the finals. Erie sweeping easily over Overland. Erie will take on Pine Creek next week. That's quadrant 1. Down in quadrant 2, Columbine gets the bye. They're ranked number 4. Castleview and Cherokee Trail have yet to play. They play.
That'll be tomorrow, 11-10.
That will be tomorrow, 11-10.
Regis Jesuit going to face off against Eagle Crest. Regis, I believe, Fossil Ridge did play.
Yeah, we lost to them. I remember that game.
35-14. They are 5-5. So
Valor Christian gets the bye. So whoever wins Regis and Eagle Crest will play Valor Christian. They're a force. Arapahoe versus Douglas County. That is going on right now. I don't know the score of that game. Arapahoe ranked 11, Douglas County ranked 22nd. The winner of that game will play Legend next week. Arvada West versus Fort Collins. That game's going on tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Arvada West Stadium. Fort Collins ranked 19th, Arvada West ranked 14th. They'll be taking on Roston Valley, the winner of that game, next week. In quadrant 3, Fairview getting the bye. Chatfield and Rock Canyon played earlier today. Chatfield walking away with an easy win. They'll be taking on Fairview next week.
Fairview still undefeated.
They sure are. They're a force. And Fossil Ridge and Mullen, we're in quadrant 3. The winner of this game will take on number 2 ranked Mountain Vista next week. Mountain Vista is going to be hard to beat.
They're a really tough team. I remember seeing like some pretty significant little news coverage on their game against Valor.
Oh yeah,
a little bit through the season. It was a really intense matchup. So that's kind of
who won that game? That was Valor, right?
I believe it was Mountain Vista by a large margin.
Oh,
I believe we can take a look at that if we.
Let's get that up.
Click on their schedule here. We'll take a look at Mountain Vista. They are 10-0 in the South Metro League.
I got to say, Mountain Vista and Creek are just going to be I think it's going to be Mountain Vista and Creek in the finals.
I'd have to agree with you. So
that's my early pick.
Mountain Vista, October 4th versus Valor Christian at home. They took 62-21 victory.
Wow.
So they have beaten all their opponents by substantial numbers. They took on Rock Canyon at home no more than a few weeks ago, 70-10.
Yeah, Mountain Vista, they're certified. Thank you, Max Preps.
And Chassa for organizing this lovely postseason that we are just now dipping into.
I like the way they do it with quadrants. Making 4 sides of the bracket instead of just 2. Doesn't particularly affect it in any way, but taking a quadrant title is something that you can brag about.
So with a win tonight for Fossil Ridge, obviously going to be facing up against Mountain Vista. A win there, I would say, would put them up against Fairview, the other undefeated team on our side, ranked 7th, being undefeated. I believe that might be because of their slightly easier schedule, but either way,
easier teams.
If you're going 10-0, you're probably playing pretty well either way.
Yeah, I mean, we almost beat Fairview last week.
That was
2 weeks ago.
That was a very good game. That was on the road for the SaberCats. That one came down to a last-minute touchdown, I believe. Kind of went down the field and punched it in, so they're going to take the win 29-26.
I've heard Fairview at home is something special to watch. One of my friends on that golf team has talked about it. It's like a Penn State type game.
Rocky Mountain, another local team, unfortunately missing the playoffs this year, marched into Boulder and
they
did not
march
score.
out. Oops, Rocky.
52-0 for the Knights. So taking a look, very much an easier schedule for Fairview, but nonetheless scoring points on points on points and allowing very few points. Go back and look at that real quick. Allowing 119 points throughout 10 games, which would be 11.9 points per game. Very impressive.
Me and you were talking about college football a minute ago. Alabama beating LSU at the minute by quite a bit. Let's take a look at some highlights. Not from the Alabama game, from this game.
Brought to you by our lovely Ivan Chen, seated just behind us. He's going to be running your highlights the entire night. Jacob Huber also on the switch. Jonathan on the camera.
Lovely team we got.
Ryan Brittingham on our other camera. Big defensive play there. Harley Smith locked down both sides of the ball, getting his hands all over on offense. And the one big pass from Nick Kubat, so.
It was nice. That ended up in a little bit of a slight injury, but here we go. Second half action coming to you. SaberCat Sports Broadcasting on PSD Athletics. I'm Caden Davenport here with Ethan Tompkins. I'm so ready for this second half.
Low kick. Good job catching that one from the return team, and it's cut outside. This one looking to go up the sideline. Tegan Slattery finally meets him over by the mess of white jerseys, and great starting field position for the Mustangs early in the second half.
That was Donati again. That's a heck of a way to start the second half.
Nice return by number 5, Sonny Donati.
Take a look at that again. Finds a good opening. It's a little bit of space.
Ball placed at the
Tegan up there to give him the boom.
44-yard line, where Mullen opens the second half with their first possession.
So we're going to get to see Koa Dietrich once again.
Inside Fossil territory from the 44.
Quick
Snap,
pass.
Screen pass to number 9, Amari Kyle.
Harley Smith quickly bouncing into the backfield there. Hits him first. It's going to be limited to just a couple yards, if any.
Combined on the stop, no gain.
No positive yards there for the Mustangs. 2nd and 10 now.
Nick Kubat has almost as many yards with his feet as Koa does with his arm in this game. Another pass caught by Donati.
Still swarm Tegan Slattery over there by his own sideline. Short gain, maybe 3, maybe 2.
Makes the hit immediately after a gain
Not
of
enough.
3 yards.
3rd and 7 from the 41.
Third and 7.
So maybe a promising start to the second half for Mullen. Just quickly shut down by this Fossil Ridge defense.
I think that's been the deciding factor for Fossil here in their lead, is the defense not letting up any points so far. Koa to pass, caught up the middle.
Broken tackle is Mason Bonner getting inside the 25.
Dietrich to Bonner.
Maybe a little interesting play calling here from Mullen, I'd say, is
24-yard line.
they seem to be throwing it a lot.
They're looking a lot better.
Getting it done with Dupac on the ground the whole season, but from what we've seen in this game, it's air raid.
Yeah, that Fossil run defense has been on point. So what do you do to stop the run defense? You just don't run it anymore. Another pass. Caught.
Number 1 receiver for Koa there.
Short gain.
Mason Bonner. It's going to scoot it up just shy of the red zone. They're going to be right on the 20.
Schmidt makes the tackle.
Harley flying in there. Doing a phenomenal job tonight of locking down Mason. So
2 minutes into the second half. And they've gone
5.2.
quite a ways. A lot of that coming from that special teams return. Looking much better than they did in the first half.
They're going to give it to Dante there. He's going to cut up inside the 10. Hard time tackling for the SaberCats. Owen Wind wraps Dante up as he gets inside the 5 and in scoring position surely now for the Mustangs.
Owen Wind makes the stop at the 3-yard.
It's only 3 more yards to the end zone, but
and goal.
hypothetically, if they don't get it, do you think they go for it on 4th down?
I mean, we did that in the first half, and look how that turned out.
Yeah,
but
still
I feel
no
like,
points.
I don't know. I think at this point of the game, yeah, you kind of do. Another run.
Dante spins out of it, and maybe it won't matter. He's going to be inside the 1-yard line. And they're going to bring in Melvin Foley now for the SaberCats. Now that we've seen a couple runs from Dupac.
Dupac spins out of a tackle.
Now do you throw it?
It's a
We got
great
an
question.
injured player down there.
Ball is marked inside.
Number
the 1.
55, Brady Judd, senior offensive lineman, defensive lineman. A little slow to get up. We will give him a minute.
Yeah, you talked about it a minute ago. Passing more on this drive. I mean, I personally don't think Koa had his best half in the first half. I mean, not completing very many passes, throwing some questionable, nearly picked. Didn't do anything on his feet. But this half has been a lot better for him. He's already got the same amount of yards in the air that he did in the first half.
And no turnovers so far, which when you're throwing 12 in 10 games, 1.2 interceptions a game, you've got, obviously we haven't hit that mark yet, which is a good sign for the Mullen offense, not giving the ball away.
Ball security is job security.
And Brady Judd back on his feet, a little slow to get off the field. Doing so with some help from the Mullen training staff.
He's been good on that O-line this year, as well as the D-line.
Now a little bit of pain in his right leg, it looks like, but he's walking off under his own power now, so good to see that. Maybe going to take a little bit longer to get feeling back to normal here in this chilly weather, but either way, going to bring in a substitute for him, and we're going to see what the Mustangs can draw up from the 1 on 2nd down.
Timeout. 2nd goal.
4 receivers. It'll be a handoff.
It'll be Dupac. Referees call for touchdown. It's going to be 6 for Mullen, and they're cut into the 2-touchdown lead that the SaberCats have.
Great drive there from Mullen. That was much better than what they did on the first half.
Fossil read it just right. Barrett Green, first one in.
A little bit more discipline there on that drive than
100%.
maybe the first half.
Lefty puts it up, and it is through. 14-7. Mullen capitalizing on the good return.
Now Fossil Ridge, just a 1-score game.
Just about 3 minutes into the second half. Fossil Ridge 14, Mullen 7.
Update number 9, Arapahoe hosting Douglas County, the 20th seed in the 5A state playoffs. Arapahoe leading 28-7 at halftime.
It's a good game. Arapahoe's a nice team. They've been a nice team for quite some time. They seem to always be in the thick of things.
And low worm burner there, and Fossil Ridge return team trying to pick it up off the ground. Picked it up with his knee on the ground. Unfortunately, he's going to stop him right at the 20.
Ozzie Maccabee wasn't sure what to do there. Right on the 20.
Will Huff out as the back.
A lot of the recent games for Fossil Ridge have been, I wouldn't want to say blowouts, but, you know, enough to take some of your stars out in the second half.
Yeah, for sure.
This one, not the case. Caught by Marcus up the middle, trying to find some space. He gets through. He's got some room. Marcus shedding tackles. Up the sideline, down to about the 30.
And there's that unbelievable Moser speed that we talked about earlier. We haven't really gotten to see it much, but
look at this again. It's exactly what I've been talking about. He cuts inside, and he works well on the inside. When he's running midfield, that's where he thrives. And if you're a defensive back on this Mullen team, trying to shade press him to the outside.
Really tough to catch him once he gets in the open field. Remember our game against Rocky, he had a pick six. He caught at the 20 and looked like 8 guys could tackle him, and they just never did. Never touched.
Quick pass caught by LG.
Kuba to Garvin.
Looks like he's recovered from his knee injury.
He's a track and field guy as well. A lot of the track and field guys, they deal with a lot of injuries.
I know a track and field guy that dealt with an injury.
Really?
Yes, Kane Davenport.
That might be me.
So apart from the SaberCats loss to Fairview a few weeks ago, 42-7, 45-13, 40-7. So that kind of second team has been getting a lot of looks, which helps keep the first team a lot fresher for moments like this.
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, are you acclimated to playing all 4 quarters? I guess we'll see. I think these guys are good enough athletes to know exactly what to do. I'm not worried about that one bit.
So Marcus Moser walks over to the sideline. Eli Swanson, number 15, is going to line up right side slot. Will Huff in there as well. So 2 juniors and 4 seniors in for the SaberCats on the attacking side of the ball. Kubat looks left the whole time, zips one to Harley Schmidt, who breaks the tackle.
Makes it inside the pylon. Touchdown, SaberCats. Back to a 2-score lead.
Great throw from Kubat and a great catch by Schmidt, who manages to stay.
Take a look at this one again.
Wanted him the whole time.
Didn't read anybody else.
Touchdown.
They're gonna say he got in. I like watching tennis for some of those replays. You get to see the silhouette of the ball on the line. I love it when that happens. Maybe football will bring that in someday. Doinks off the upright, and that'll be no good.
Extra point is.
Take one more look at this. Thanks to Ivan Chen in our booth.
Did he stay in?
Slow it down.
I believe he did.
Third quarter.
You believe he did? Interesting.
I mean, I might be a little biased, but I mean, they're not calling it back. So, yeah, it was definitely questionable. Always got to have something to blame it on, I guess, if you lose, and that might be what they'd be blaming it on. Either way, though, good work by Harley Schmidt.
Set up on that nice deep run from Marcus Moser. Sets them up after being on the 20. They take it down so quickly inside the 30. So quick striking offense are the SaberCats.
Braden Higgins. Deep kick.
near the pylon, gets through the back of the end zone. So
Bounced almost all the way to the locker room.
Mullen touches it back. They're going to start on the 20. Say I've been in high school for 4 years now, and I still don't know how to do the Y-E-L-L cheer chant. Caden just hit it perfectly beside me.
Banged it. Clap, clap, tap your elbows, snap, clap.
Just brilliant stuff.
Jake Toshkoff makes the stop in the backfield.
Guess we got all basketball season to work on it.
Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, baby.
Starting end of this month.
Speak it to me.
Excited to see our SaberCats back on the hardwood.
You know I'm a hooper. I like hoops. I know you're more of a college hoops guy. I'm an NBA guy.
Quick little bubble screen there, the outside going nowhere. Well,
There's Nick Markua on the catch.
Maybe got back to where he started.
Is once again made by number 22, Jake Toshkoff.
Jake Toshkoff on the tackle.
He's been doing everything on the defensive side of the ball when it comes to
about 2 yards.
Getting the tackles. He's everywhere.
He's got double-digit, well over double-digit tackle for loss on the season.
3rd and 9 now for the Mustangs. Koa looking to go through the air. Takes the pressure, throws it away, and bounces out of bounds.
We'll bring up 4th
Mullen
down.
will punt.
Maybe. I mean, heck, they've done some crazy things so far in this game. You never know. I think it would be a little foolish not to punt here.
4th down.
Fossil Ridge. Expect they might want to bring the house here back up against their own goal line. Want to get a stop here, and they get close, but no dice.
Friendly bounce there with the backspin inside the 50, about the 46, I believe, inside their own territory. So
Fossil does well not to get anywhere close to that one. Always dangerous when the ball's up in the air, falling down. You don't want to hit on the top of your head and then get recovered by the kicking team. So
doink. Yeah, that'd be no bueno.
Coach is firing up Jake Toshkoff on the sideline. Fewer offensive touches than, in the beginning of the season, but man, is he just lighting it up at the linebacker position.
Yeah, he sure is.
Colton Pollack saw him out on the field. He's warming up. He was running around in pads, but no look. And
deep pass for Marcus. He's got some space, but it's just overthrown.
Another overthrown deep ball from Nick.
He had Kevin Lewis beat on that route.
Second down and 10.
I'm still trying to figure out where the few members of the band are. I know they're here. I heard Menifee talking about that earlier, but I can't find them.
Actually, they might be at the top of the student section, but
yeah, maybe.
No visual yet. Nick on 2nd and 10. Takes the pressure and a big hit. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 now. The Nick beating is just coming unbearable now. Hard to watch.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a big guy by any means, but any quarterback taking hits like this is a lot.
Remember watching the quarterback show on Netflix.
Oh, I love that show.
Kirk Cousins, I believe, described it as like getting in a car wreck every week, so
yeah,
it's rough on the body. And Nick feeling
deep
it
drop,
here.
5-step to Marcus. Or excuse me, that's Owen Wind on the catch.
Shows the ball. Beautiful laying out from Owen Wind. Take another look at this one.
I apologize. That was Owen Wind. Sees that ball, knows it's a little out of reach, dives for it.
Fossil Ridge, first down.
That's a little questionable, but
It's going to be a rule to catch, so I'm going to go with it.
good work. We don't pay these refs enough. In fact, I don't think we pay them at all.
Go about looking through the air, looking right. Jump ball for Marcus, flies over the pylon. No chance at a catch there.
Jump ball with no jump.
Two-bus pass intended for Mosier. Incomplete.
Best scenario throw there. I don't think about that often, but rather throw it over his head and outside than maybe to the defender. So
Please don't throw it to the defender, Nick.
8 interceptions on the season for Nick. I kind of remember him struggling with that at the beginning of the season.
He's turned it around.
He really has.
I don't remember him throwing an interception in a while. On the other side, Koa Dietrich has 12 interceptions.
Second 10.
They want an air shot again over the head of Mosier.
And Mosier doesn't have a touchdown on the game yet. Excuse me, that's not true. I don't know why I said that. He had a rushing touchdown, not a receiving touchdown.
Pass is incomplete. Once again intended for Mosier. Third down. 10 yards to go.
Three receivers again. Will Huff in the back. Another Nick run.
Can be grabbed on the shoulder pad. Rough tackle there.
Another rough tackle.
Mullen going to help him get situated as the offensive squad will stroll off the field, and Higgins back on. Number 19 going to put 3 more on the board, try to get this lead up to 16.
Higgins' leg has been good in this one.
On to attempt
Some pretty deep kickoffs.
the 32-yard field goal.
This one from 32. Good snap and a good hold, and that one
Oh, good.
is going to be looked like wide left.
No good.
That's disappointing. A really good drive. Coming up with nothing, but
20-7, I would say a comfortable lead, at least for the rest of this quarter. See if the defense can come up strong there.
Takes over.
Really good jump off the line from the Mullen defense. Maybe got a hand on it.
20-yard line.
yeah, it was spinning a little
And that
funky.
one was wider left than it may have looked from our vantage point up here in the booth.
Running left. Going nowhere.
Penalty flag flies
That was Amari
towards the
Kyle.
ball, towards the ball carrier there.
That's Amari Kyle. Harley Schmidt.
And we'll see what the ref's explanation is for that one.
Line of scrimmage pending the penalty.
And holding on the offense.
Another Mullen penalty. There's been a fair amount of penalties in this game, I feel like.
Holding. Offense.
Mullen now over 50 yards of penalty.
First down.
Sounds going to scoot him back 10 yards. It's going to be 1st and 20 for Mullen after taking it back from the SaberCats on the missed field goal. Koa Dietrich from his own 10. Hands it off. This is Dupuck. Fighting for every yard.
Dupuck.
Maybe gets a few, no more than 3 or 4.
Frustrating set of offensive plays this game for Mullen. I mean, lockdown defense, it's frustrating. going to your weapons and they're just not loaded.
Third and a long 17. Koa Dietrich fires across the middle. Bonner.
Should have forward progress on that play. She should be past the 20. Should be a... I don't think he's going to have a first down.
A little bit of maybe damage control there for the end of the drive. Marker on the sideline says third down. Our scoreboard says 4th and 9, which is it? We're not quite sure. I believe it is 4th down.
You can see how cold it is, all that breath. No, they're not vaping. That's breath.
10 yards to go.
So it is 3rd and 9 now. Koa Dietrich looking to extend this drive on the 3rd down. From a long 9 yards away, Fossil's there, and a great catch from Bonner at the 40, showing his hands.
All right.
Great low catch there, right at his shoes.
I think I know what happened on the downs on that drive. I think they lost a down when they had that penalty, and we just didn't match up with the scoreboard and the marker.
So Mason Bonner finally getting the better of Harley Schmidt there for the first time what seems like a while. And it's going to be enough to pick up the first down all the way out to the 40. And this is Dupuck. Gets a few and then is swallowed up.
Dupuck carries for 5 yards, eventually brought down by
get halfway there. 2nd down and 5. All they need is the 50. Dupuck punches it outside, maybe wanted to cut it back inside. Kind of lost some yards trying that. Gets swallowed up short of the line to gain, so it's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and a short 3.
Temperature's fallen below 35. It's now 33.
It's almost freezing.
This offense is freezing.
2 yards to go.
Actually, not really. They're doing pretty good on this drive.
They're quite alive on this drive, taking some momentum from the very well played special teams on the field goal attempt.
Yeah, 2 missed kicks in a row, an extra point, and a field goal from Fossil Ridge. Dupuck again.
It's going to be short. It's going to bring up 3rd and a few, and injury on the field for Mullen. That is Dante Dupuck.
That's
no gain on the play.
That's a big hit. I mean, especially if he can't come out,
4th.
or if he can't stay in, rather. I mean, now you got to pass it. I mean, they are having a lot of success with the pass.
So 4th and 2. Mullen in maybe some emergency panic mode here towards the end of the 3rd. Minute and a half left, looking to go for it here, keep the drive alive. Quick throw broken up. Luke Garvin with the hands. Straps from the Fossil Ridge defense. They're going to take over at midfield. 20-7 for your SaberCats, looking to tack on some more in the coming minutes.
Good call. Good play.
Through longer Mason Garvin on Bonner, or Luke Garvin on Mason Bonner that time rather than Harley Schmidt, and he broke that one up beautifully.
Yeah, well done there. First and 10 from the 48.
Nick Kubat ready to take this one for the SaberCats. Gets all his reads, and it's a dart across the middle to Marcus down by the 20.
It's Marcus catching passes in the middle again. I mean, missing that fourth down play is a big shot, but getting a touchdown here would almost be go time now for Mullen. We still got a quarter though. I mean, extra time. Four receivers.
Kubat looks left the whole time.
Looks
finds
Garvin.
Luke.
Caught.
Garvin everywhere for the SaberCats, breaking up passes
Touchdown SaberCats.
and catching them in the end zone. 26-7, Fossil Ridge.
He's a ball hawk.
Kubat wanted him the whole time. Perfectly thrown ball, only where his receiver can get it.
Spreading the love on the passing. We've got Luke with a touchdown pass, or touchdown catch. We've got Harley with a touchdown catch.
Refs didn't like what they saw.
On the defense. Half the distance.
So Fossil Ridge going to scoot a little bit closer.
Sometimes it makes it almost harder. You got to get it up faster.
Yeah, this is where you might bring in
Replay the try.
half the distance. This is normally when you bring back in your offense.
Yeah, we're going to go for 2 here maybe.
And Kubat does march back onto the field. This time bringing Jake Toshkoff with him. Definitely their inside the 5-yard line runner. He's about as strong as they get, and they go in this kind of wildcat formation with Mason Griffin, number 12. Keeps it himself.
He'll get in. That was Marcus.
Marcus has getting about as many different stats as he can this game.
He now has, I mean, I don't know if you can call that a rushing TD, but he's had a rushing TD already, and then pretty similar play there to the one he had before.
42 seconds left in the quarter. Fossil Ridge 28. Mullen 7.
So back up to a regular score for Fossil Ridge after the missed extra point. 28 points now. 4 touchdowns for the Cats through 3 quarters, almost 3 quarters, and 1 for Mullen. Arapahoe Douglas County update is in the 4th quarter now. Douglas County down by 2 touchdowns. It's 28-14. Maybe a prayer left for them, but it's looking grim.
Yeah. I mean, it's fairly easy to pick winners in sort of some of these games. You know, it's not like NFL football where all the teams are good. You know, I mean, you don't see a lot of upsets. Quite similar to college football. Koa dropping back, rolling right.
Evades Barrett Green, and that's going to probably be a flag.
I don't see any flags flying.
Koa Dietrich taking a hit. Number 9, Jackson Wind. Owen Wynn's cousin.
Dietrich able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Dietrich's a little bigger than Nick. A little bit more built, I guess, for the run. He doesn't run it as much as Nick, though. So he can eat tackles like that all day long, but...
So Barrett Green all over that one again. A little helmet-to-helmet tackle there.
Check down to Dante.
Fairly dangerous play there. Glad he didn't come in with any more aggression than he did.
Screen pass.
Take a look at that
Snipped out
tackle
well.
again. That is top of the head there.
Jackson Williams. 1 yard
This defense
loss.
really flying all over the place. They get to the ball carrier quicker than I've seen this season for sure from them.
Yeah, they're doing well tonight.
Brings up 3rd and 11 now.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And that will take us to the final 12 minutes of play here from Timnath Stadium, PSD Stadium at Timnath Middle High School.
Fossil Ridge 28.
And I believe we are 12 short minutes away.
Thank you, Dutch Bros, as we listen to some jazz band. Take a look at some passing stats. 69.4% completion for Nick and Koa 56.7, 244 yards per game versus 192, 31 touchdowns. This is the big one, 31 touchdowns for Nick, only 14 for Koa, 8 interceptions versus the 12. And the QB rating is also another big one, 126.3 versus 82.2. Beautiful graphic there. Koa airing it out.
This is Bonner. This one's going to fly out of bounds. No chance at a catch. Long shot on 3rd and 11. Koa a little slow to get up there in the backfield.
This defense has been forcing Koa to throw really quickly.
Pressure put on by
So
Green.
Koa is very shaken up. He's walking off the field. Might be holding that shoulder a little bit. And Bonner will stroll back towards the 5-yard line, ready to punt it away. As we start the 4th quarter, 4th and 11.
Pretty nice punt there. Put him right at the 29. Excuse me, not the 20, the 34. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Down at the
Bonner,
35-yard line.
the punter there, really trying to sell the roughing the kicker there. He kind of felt the pressure and wanted the flag. Unfortunately, there was no contact between him and the Sabercat rusher, so.
Colton Pollock checking in. I figured he might come in if they start winning by a decent margin. Fans are happy about that.
He's been in a knee brace for some time now.
Yeah. He's still got crazy rushing yards. And he's only played, half the games as some of the other people, so swallowed up pretty early there, but just trying to keep that clock running.
He has the 2nd most carries for the team. He's got 48, makes up 24% of their rushing totals, 464 yards, 2 games of 100 plus, 2 touchdowns, so pretty big factor missing, but they seem to be able to substitute him nicely with Will Huff, who's gotten 336 yards, touchdown. But they're excited to have Colton back in.
Committed to Denver University for lacrosse as he blocks for Nick there. Nick gonna keep it himself, stroll out of bounds.
Sideline wants a yellow flag for that one. They're not going to get it. I see their argument, though. Maybe a little bit of a late shove on the number. From the somewhat ticked off Mullen Mustang defense.
A couple yards.
Yeah, I feel like Mullen's played a decent game. Fossil Ridge has just played a better one, which you can tell by the scoreboard. Getting things sorted out.
Kubat changing the play. Talks to his wide receivers. He launches one towards the sideline. Good throw to Harley Schmidt, but it's broken up.
That was nice coverage there.
For Schmidt is incomplete.
That was Kevin Lewis.
4th down, 6 yards to go.
Felt the pressure coming, and maybe just a tad underthrown. Schmidt, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 4th down, and we're ready to give it away.
As we come down to the end here, you know, seniors thinking this could be their last game. That was an interesting kick.
Fielded by Colton Pollack.
Is fielded by Colton Pollack.
Wow, real original, Menifee.
At the 33-yard line.
Hope he doesn't watch this.
Mullen needing something on this drive. A lack of points here, I think, would somewhat seal the deal for Fossil Ridge's advancement in the tournament. Thoughts?
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, it's a little early to use the phrase nail in the coffin, but I mean, you know. There's a lot of passion from seniors on the Mullen team thinking, you know, I mean, if they don't ball out here for the next 10 minutes, that this is their last game with the pads.
Dupa gains a yard.
Koa Dietrich, though, not quite feeling the same emotions, just a sophomore. He's got 2 more years in the gold helmet, so
I do love their helmets.
Room for improvement for sure for Koa, but
yeah,
as a sophomore starting quarterback, he's playing really well. Taking his team to the playoffs. Pretty good record, 4-6.
Rolling right.
And a great throw there. Nice accuracy.
Nice grab.
Number 1, Nick Marcoux.
Pass complete to Marcoux.
Little
46-yard line.
a tie between family members. The old Fossil Ridge quarterback, Tyler Kubat, Nick Kubat's brother, beat this team 2 years ago in the first round of the playoffs. And it's looking like it's going to stay in the family. His younger brother following in his footsteps.
And this one, trouble on the handoff. It's going to be picked up by the SaberCats.
Fossil Ridge first down.
And
beautiful turnover there.
that is not what the doctor ordered at all.
Mullen doing well to stop the turnover so far this game until crunch time, and they give it back to the Cats. 9.5 minutes left in the game with good field position.
Talking about Tyler Kubat, he now plays Division I at Lindenwood.
Will Huff back in the contest in the backfield. Swanson also, he's going to get this reception, cuts it back inside. Great play, takes a hit. Just shy of the 40.
Good gain there.
It's going to be about halfway there. Going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the SaberCats within Mullen territory. 9 minutes left on the clock.
If you're Fossil, you're just trying to keep that clock running. Put this game on ice. get ready for next week against Mountain Vista.
Refs call this one dead. Mountain Vista is going to be a very tough opponent. Going to be false start on the SaberCats. Going to back them up 5. But we've seen what they did against Fairview, taking them all the way to the wire. But obviously I think Mountain Vista might be a little bit of a different caliber team than Fairview is.
I would have to agree.
But I think this high-powered offense is really a contest for anybody. It's probably going to come down to the defensive side of the ball. Haven't forced as many turnovers as they may have liked tonight, but
delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
It's just a kind of a strange penalty to have called.
2nd and 14.
So another 5 in the wrong direction for the SaberCats. Delay of game. There's really no snap clocks anywhere here. Not sure how the ref was counting that, but either way, it's a delay of game, and Huff was wrapped up behind the line to gain. It's going to be 3rd and very long now.
Yeah.
Hit behind the line of
We're going to have to see that leg probably. But getting that takeaway, you know, again, I mean,
Chewed a couple minutes off the clock, about all you can ask for.
this doesn't hurt Fossil at all.
Third and 16.
Fossil Ridge taking their sweet time behind the ball. 7 minutes left. Nick chased down, delivers a strike to Marcus Mosier, who will catch it and probably stay on the sideline.
Kubat to Mosier. Pushed out of bounds.
So 4th and 4 now. Really good gain on 3rd down.
You're kind of in that area now, that dead zone.
They want to try to keep it. Maybe try to tick this clock down the rest of the 7 minutes. That'd be really impressive. Sideline changes the play. Kubat looks to the right. Strike to Marcus. Caught at the 30. Gets both feet in. It's a catch on Sundays, and it's a catch tonight for the 1st down for the SaberCats.
Out of bounds, stopping the clock. Just more than 7 minutes. Take a look at this again. Nice grab.
Well done by Nick, keeping his composure in the puck. He knew he was going to take a hit. Still got it out.
Yeah, we've talked about it. A very physical game in the backfield on both quarterbacks.
Checking the sideline again.
Getting things figured out.
Deep shot, and Marcus takes a hit. Throw into double coverage intended for Mosier. Fairly good defense there from Monarch, preventing what probably would have been a touchdown. And we'll respot it at the 30-yard line for 2nd and 10.
Just inside 7 minutes.
Full start. Offense. Number 3.
Mosier guilty of
2nd down.
false start. It'll back him up 5.
Strange penalty.
Heart rate rolling after the jump ball. Jumps a little bit quick, so 2nd and 15 now for the SaberCats. 2nd under 7 minutes. This game has seemed to slow down quite a bit after a couple out of bounds plays and a couple penalties.
Yeah, the pace pace is something that, I mean, I feel like this game is a little bit too far out of reach now for Mullen, but if this game was maybe a 1 or 2 score game, pace is something that you're looking at, you know, to stop that momentum that Mullen could still have on their sideline. But I don't necessarily think that's what they're working on at the minute. Temperature dropping still at 33. It's chilly. Harley in motion.
Another touch pass behind the line. He's going to find a lot of space. He's going to take a hard hit, though, over by the sideline, just short of the first down. A little bit of an unnecessary hit taken there, but nonetheless, very good gain. It's going to be 3rd and 2, 13 yards on that one. They're keeping Eli Swanson Jr. in the game rather than Luke Garvin.
Yeah, maybe about the knee.
Float it up. This one's going to be Harley again towards the outside. It's going to stop the clock. 6.5 minutes to go. It'll be 1st and goal for the SaberCats, looking to tack on a 5th touchdown.
A lot of hardware on both sidelines. Tables, Powerade, backpacks, benches.
The ball
fakes the handoff.
Came out. Looks like after the play.
Melvin helping the Mullen players up. Team player there.
2nd goal.
Very nonchalant.
It'll stay on the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. Nick Accardi thought he might have taken it back for the Mustangs there, but referees disagree. We're back in this. I don't even know what formation to call this here.
QB Neal? I don't think we're seeing that.
QB's not even on the field. It's going to be Marcus again.
This is
powers his way. 2nd rushing touchdown of the game for Mosier. 34-7 for the SaberCats.
Into the end zone. Fossil Ridge touchdown.
Great blocking there from the line.
They ran
Marcus
that play.
Doesn't arrest.
They ran that play in the 1st quarter. Same thing, same formation, same players, same result. 6.
PAT is good. 35-7. Fossil Ridge. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in this contest. And that one might have just put it away.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't ever like to say things before they happen, but I think it's happening as we speak, so.
I don't think there's enough onside kicks left in this game for Mullen to get more possessions, even if they get a quick strike here.
Yeah. I got to agree with you. Another meeting between these two teams, same result. Like we've talked about earlier, Mountain Vista will be the next opponent for Fossil Ridge.
Kickoff into the end zone. Touchback.
touchback for Mullen.
Student section for Fossil Ridge can feel it. They're 5 minutes away from getting in their freezing cold cars.
Oh, don't remind me.
Might have to go start ours and then maybe come and hide in the box again. Wait for them to warm up.
I don't know if I'll be doing that, but
All right.
the box is a long walk.
Koa Dietrich with a quick strike.
Oh,
And
and
the
it's
ball
out.
pops out. And a turnover in the dying moments of the game.
Recovered by Kai Mascarenas.
Kai Mascarenas.
Take a look at this one again.
Brennan Weaver, the slippery little thing just pops out of his hand.
Yeah,
Owen Wind on the tackle.
it's their second recent turnover.
Ball security, an issue in the closing few minutes of this game.
What is ball security, Ethan?
Securing the ball.
No, it's job security.
Oh, shoot.
You can't hold on to that ball. No bueno.
So Nick Kubat will stay in. Colton Pollack will come in again. Hopefully going to see him getting a few touches, as well as Luke Garvin.
We'll also probably see him a lot next week. Pollock struggled to get his footing there a little bit on that run.
Fell forward for a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. This time Harley Schmidt coming out of the game, replaced by Eli Swanson. And we have a final score from Arapahoe and Douglas County. Douglas County never able to get it quite back in the game. 42-21.
Kubat on the run, slides down just inside the 20.
Arapahoe setting the tone, 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. 21-0 after the first 12 minutes. Scoring kind of evened out after that. Touchdown for each team, second quarter. Douglas County with the only touchdown in the third, and then Arapahoe back at it. 2 of their own in the fourth, shutting out Douglas County. That's a 42-21 win for Arapahoe.
Pollock on another run. Going nowhere. So in your coming week against Mountain Vista for Fossil Ridge, how important is rest and how important is getting that good work in?
That's a great question. I think now you've played 11 games, you're about to be 7-4. I think, well, the work jump ball from Owen Wind, great athleticism, showing why he's going to do this in college. Amazing play. Back to your question. I think recovery is of importance, but honestly, not a too physically demanding game, I'd say here, maybe other than Nick. Pretty easy rolling for this offense. Maybe the defense just, you know, take an extra ice bath or two.
Hey, there you go.
If it was me, it'd be more like a hot tub, but
I do love me my hot tub. I don't have a hot tub, but I just, you know, can warm bath.
Kubat looking towards the outside, just outside the reach
Passes in
Of
for
Eli Swanson.
Eli Swanson, Jr.
intended for Swanson.
He's the future of this receiving core.
Second and goal.
100% him and Will Huff with significant snap, can't think of the word, help? Snap
help, yeah.
Sure.
I like that. Looks like somebody over there in the parking lot's getting a parking ticket. Uh-oh, whoops. There's a lot going on over there in that parking lot right now. A lot going on the field as well.
Back into the formation this time. Kubat the center of it. And 6 more for the Cats. Colton Pollack getting his turn.
That's a touchdown for number 2.
All right, Colton. Colton's back.
Pollack.
Getting him warmed up. Hopefully get to see more of him next week.
And the crowd likes it. They like Colton. Everybody's happy to see him back, except maybe the defense. Swanson on the hold, Braden on the kick. It's more of a look.
Refs will call it dead.
Encroachment on the defense.
Encroachment called on the defense. So that'll back them up even more.
Encroachment on the defense. That penalty is forced on the kickoff.
So we're going to retry the PAT. Penalty yards enforced on the kickoff there against the Mustangs. 2:42 left in this one as we tack on one more. Braden Higgins is true, and it's 42-7. Sabercats are running away with this one.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a close game, and it honestly looked like Mullen was going to put up more of a fight there. That first drive out from the half looked great. It really did. Not the case.
Let's see. Maybe a lack of momentum building, lack of deep throws being able to be made from that offense, and the breakaway plays almost non-existent here. They couldn't really ever get something started.
Yeah, not a good night for anybody with a Mullen player on their fantasy team.
I think a lot to look forward to watching Koa Dietrich in the coming years.
Yeah, just a sophomore. He's got a lot of potential.
As well as Mason Bonner, number 13. Great length on him. He's a junior, so he'll be back for one more.
I don't like that word potential. I mean, if it's sort of like implies that he's not good. I mean, he's good now. I mean, he can just get a lot better. Braden Higgins booting it away. Touchback. Since of the penalty, that would come out to the 10, I believe. Not really much more news to share.
All the games finishing up. Arapahoe will be playing Legend for their next matchup. Legend being the number 5 seed. Strong team.
Definitely. It is a 3-day weekend, at least for me anyway. Hope everybody has a fun and safe holiday. That'll be caught out of bounds.
Pass is caught out of bounds and incomplete.
In a happy note, weather's turning up here in Colorado. If you are from northern Colorado, gonna have some high 50s, low 60s next week and some sun. Kind of excited for that.
Yes, indeed.
It's bipolar weather, man. I'll tell you what.
Strange. We had to wait all the way till early November for our first snow. We're normally trick-or-treating in the snow, but
We are?
yeah.
Last year it didn't snow until after Christmas for the first time. Just cold and gray.
Screen pass is
But-
complete.
Yeah, a snow day yesterday, and there's no evidence of any snow out here at all. It's all melted.
You can tell it's still really wet down there. We had some slipping and sliding going on, and then that ball's getting
Third down.
a little bit slippery. It's
5
Yeah.
gotten coughed up a couple times.
I saw somebody slip on the bleachers. I hope they're okay. I'm sure they're fine, but it's not funny. But it's you know, it's not funny. It's not funny. Deep throw.
Here's one out, just outside the reach. Amari Kyle, the intended receiver.
Pass is incomplete.
Luke Garvin on the coverage. He stands up a little gingerly.
On the coverage.
Good coverage from LG. Either way, force an incompletion. It's 4th and 5. 2:22
no punting.
left in the game.
I don't think they're gonna punt. Big thank you in the cold weather to all our great crew. Jacob Huber on the switch, Ivan Chen on the replay, Ryan Brittingham on camera 1, and Jonathan Wright on camera 2. I'm Caden Davenport with Ethan Tompkins. Thank you guys for all that you do. And I do believe this will be the last broadcast this year at PSD Stadium. We get the turnover on downs, but thank you so much to our superintendent, Mr. Benjamin DeGear, for a great season. We'll be back next season, back bigger and better with a new crew. You guys won't be able to hear my beautiful voice anymore. I said that last week, or 2 weeks ago too, and then we got a playoff game, so.
I know.
Heck, maybe we'll go all the way to the finals and you'll hear me again. I don't know. I don't believe we'll be broadcasting it if we do, but if anybody has any broadcasting opportunities, let me know.
ESPN if you're watching.
Yeah, ESPN, I'd like that. Get me on UCLA USC next week.
Should be a blowout. I'll take USC. Fossil Ridge takes over on the interception on 4th down. And Toshkoff all the way into the end zone from the 28.
And knocking on more points.
Another 6 for Fossil Ridge.
I don't like that comment you just made.
I'm sorry.
We just beat Iowa. UCLA just beat Iowa.
I know. Toshkoff never really touched.
Explosive run. That's what Mullen's been looking for, those explosive runs, but there's still more over 2 minutes left in the game.
So 40-point differential here. We'll call for a running clock, which has now started. So 2 minutes left. Minute 59, minute 58, as we tick closer to Fossil Ridge advancing in the 5A Colorado playoffs for the first time in 2 years.
Yeah, good to see. This will be their second ever playoff win. Like we said earlier, keeping it in the family. Nick beating Mullen this year, Tyler Kubat beating them 2 years ago. Like I said earlier, Tyler plays Division I football at Lindenwood in Missouri.
He was a super fun guy to watch. Also a pitcher on the baseball team. One heck of an arm.
Oh yeah.
Love high school sports. Get all the kids playing so many different sports, different positions on the field. Got Marcus Moser, he's a safety and a cornerback and a wide receiver and a track star and a
Was a basketball star 2 years ago. He can do it all. You got Owen playing lacrosse.
Colton as well.
Yeah, Colton committed for lacrosse. Very good lacrosse player. Committed to Denver. They've got one of the top programs in the nation.
So this is Amari Kyle. He's going to break it up the field. Fossil Ridge kick coverage unable to wrap him up. But that will do it for the first round here from PSD Stadium. Fossil Ridge takes the win 49-7 over the Mullen Mustangs.
Thank you all for listening and watching. I hope you had a great time. I sure did.
I had an amazing time as well. Last broadcast here at PSD Stadium. Again, big thanks to our crew and Benjamin DeGeer for setting this up for all the great students and great students on the field here as well, as they high five after the game. Mullen going home short.